If you see Pastor Caleb running through Palm Wine Village looking for John the Baptist, you will think he is another rich man who is running mad because of money. But if you want to understand why a billionaire pastor would be looking for a junkie on a hot afternoon, you will have to go to the beginning. The first time we meet Caleb, he is not a pastor. He is a content creator who is called by God or money, it isn't clear. But he is called, and one of the first things he did was set up a ring light. Then he creates his YouTube channel and starts preaching. He hosts live streams talking about the Word of God. But when he begins to starve, he finds out that the gospel is his content. But to get views, he needs miracles. So he uses AI to create deepfake videos of himself healing the blind, making the lame walk, or curing a madman. But it doesn't take him long to get called out. A Twitter user, Caroline Stone, posts a video proving Caleb's videos are fake. Caroline shows how the clips have faces that change as they move, how the characters' fingers move from 5 to 7 to 10, or how their mouths don't follow the sound. That is all the internet needs to turn on Caleb the preacher. His channel dies overnight just as #FakeProphetCaleb and #DigitalDeceiver begins to spread. While he is scrolling through insults one day, he receives a WhatsApp message on his private number. The sender has an eye emoji for his profile photo, and they tell him he can make his miracles real with Iris, an AI software. They tell him that Iris can turn whatever he creates into reality. It might be a prank or a virus. But Caleb thinks to himself, my reputation is already gone. What else can they take from me? He opens the link on his laptop and it takes him to a profile that already has his name, photo, and email. His own details on Iris. He is told to describe what he wants to happen and include the time, place, so they can make it real for him. Caleb thinks it's stupid. Still, he tells Iris to put $1,000 in his wallet by 12 a.m. tonight. A short message tells him his result will be ready in 5 hours. He checks the time. It is 7:13 p.m. He shrugs. He could have put in a shorter time. It is midnight when Caleb hears a strange beeping coming from his laptop beside his bed. He reaches to touch the device, but his hand finds his wallet first. It feels thicker than before, thicker in a way he cannot ignore. He picks it up and opens it, and 10 crisp $100 bills sit neatly inside. The money is real. The bills, firm, clean, and fresh in his hand, is enough proof of that. If Iris can create money, what else can it do? The answer comes to him almost immediately. A plan to clear his name. He opens Iris again. The text box waits for him, patient and blank. He types slowly, picking each word with care. Iris, create for me a reality where a blind man sees after I touch his face at the ShopRite bus terminal by 8 a.m. today. The countdown starts and it shows he has less than 8 hours. When day breaks, he is in a 3-piece suit. Then he heads to ShopRite. It is 7:30 when he arrives, so he begins the preaching. He talks loudly enough for people to notice him, moving around the walkway, raising his hands and calling out Bible verses. People recognize him immediately. Some bring out their phones to record him. Some mock him, saying this is where the so-called AI pastor has ended up. Caleb knows this and he wants it. The more phones he sees, the more confident he becomes, because attention is exactly what he needs. Minutes before 8 a.m., he spots a man being guided by 2 others, tapping the ground with a stick. The prompt is already unfolding. Caleb doesn't say a word. He places one hand on the man's cheek and the other on his forehead, exactly the way he practiced. For 2 seconds, nothing happens. Then the man jerks back, eyes wide, suddenly shouting that he can see. The crowd erupts, someone screams, someone drops to their knees, someone starts a live video on Instagram. After Caleb heals the blind man, things move fast. People talk about it everywhere, and before long, he does more healings with Iris. In just a few weeks, he heals more than 20 people, and the videos make him even more popular. His name fills timelines, arguments, and church group chats. Then, Iris stops. When Caleb enters another miracle, it tells him his 30 wishes have finished. He tries again, thinking it is a glitch, but nothing changes. He asks how to get more, and Iris tells him to undo the old ones. Every wish he has done will be undone. The risen will die. The one who walks shall go lame, and the healthy shall fall sick. Caleb says no, but Iris doesn't wait for him. It starts to take back wishes. The accident victim who came back to life is the first. The man dies again, the same way he would have if Caleb hadn't touched him. Not long after, the child with the crooked legs woke up screaming. The legs twisted back in the most painful way. Then comes the woman who had swelling on her neck, a huge lump the size of a football that disappeared when Caleb prayed for her. One night, it came back exactly as it was, so fast and so suddenly that her neighbors rushed her to the hospital in fear. Soon after, the amputee who grew back a leg lost it again. That one shook the internet. People started comparing dates, comparing names, comparing stories. The result? Our former AI pastor. Caleb panics. How does he get out of this one? They will kill him soon. But Iris is not done. It opens a new page on its own, showing a list of everyone Caleb healed, 30 names in total, arranged from the most recent miracle at the bottom to the very first at the top. Caleb's own name sits at the top of the list because the first miracle he ever requested was the money he asked Iris to place in his wallet. Each name has a timer beside it, and the moment a reversal happens, that name disappears. Number 30 clears, then 29, then 28. Every reversal pushes the count upward toward his name, and there is nothing he could do to slow it down. He tries typing a new miracle, but Iris doesn't allow it. It shows one option left: transfer Iris to someone else. To who? Caleb asks. John the Baptist at Palm Wine Village, Iris responds. So, if you see Pastor Caleb running through Palm Wine Village looking for John the Baptist, you will think he is another rich man who is running mad because of money. But now that you know the beginning, you know that the reason he is looking for a junkie on a hot afternoon is because he is on a timer. Caleb reaches Palm Wine Village with the counter already dropping fast. Iris keeps guiding him through the narrow paths until he finally finds John the Baptist sitting by an old zinc shed. The man isn't sober. His eyes are dull, his clothes dirty, and he barely notices Caleb standing there. But Iris marks him as the replacement. Caleb doesn't have time to argue. The counter is already close to 1, and every drop means another person's miracle is disappearing somewhere in the city. Iris tells him he has to enter one last prompt. Not for money, not for healing, for transfer. The system says it needs a clear image of John the Baptist before it can move. So Caleb turns on his camera. His hand shakes while he records the man sitting on the floor, staring at nothing. When Iris confirms the face match, it brings up one empty text box. Caleb types the final instructions slowly because he knows this is the only way he survives. Transfer Iris to John the Baptist right now. He presses create. The laptop buzzes in his hand. John the Baptist's own phone lights up in his pocket at the same time. Caleb watches him pull it out lazily, confused, squinting at the bright screen. It is the exact same message Caleb once received, the invitation to use Iris for the first time. Then Caleb's device goes dark. Iris wipes itself clean. His counter disappears. His name vanishes. The pressure that had been choking him for days lifts at once. He takes a step back. He is free. The system has moved on. John the Baptist smiles at his phone as if he has just been offered something interesting. Caleb doesn't stay to see the rest. He turns and runs out of Palm Wine Village as fast as he can. For the first time, he is sure he will leave. But the moment he reaches the main road, he realizes he still isn't safe. People have started connecting the reversals to him. The sick, the injured, the dying. Every one of them talks about the same person who once healed them. Posts multiply, threads grow, videos circulate where angry voices talk about confronting him. By evening, a crowd has formed outside his ministry. Someone shouts his name, someone throws a stone at the gate, someone else says he must come outside and explain why miracles are disappearing. Caleb stays hidden, breathing hard, watching from the back window as the mob grows. Iris may have released him, but the people have not. Their anger builds like a storm. Their voices rise until it feels like the walls are shaking. And that is how the story ends. Caleb alive, but trapped again. No device to save him, no miracle to hide behind. Only the sound of the mob closing in, calling his name, demanding answers he can never give.